It stopped. Okay.
Restart? Okay, sorry. Had a phone call. Our biggest thing that we're going to go over, the blue is us. Okay? This is the formation we're going to start out playing. Okay? Four defenders. This is the defense. This is our goalie right here. Okay? Yellow is our goalie. Two center defenders, two outside defenders. Two center mids, two outside mids, one attacking mid, and one forward. Okay? It's considered a 4-5-1, or you can even call it a 4-2-3-1, depending on how we play and how we attack. Okay? One of the biggest things that I want us to make sure that we work on defensively is making sure that we don't have gaps and we're not all over the place like this. We have to be structured and communicate and make sure that you guys are pushing up together. Okay? And also, the worst thing that we can do is let a team in behind us. So, best case scenario, you always want to drop back, let there be a little bit of space in between you and that defender, and watch for those out behind the back runs, okay, or through the gap runs. I know we had a scrimmage with the '06 boys, and even with the '08 boys, I think we did. And we have to watch those runs behind our defense. Main thing is aggression. We have to be aggressive on the ball. We're able to use our head now, so we have to make sure we get ahead on the ball, challenging all over the place. Mids, same thing as 9v9. I do not want you all the way up here. I want you deeper, sitting right in front of the two center defenders, controlling the ball, and being able to stretch the field. I know in that scrimmage against the '06s, we talked about slowing the game down and not just having to go forward. Key thing is making sure that we possess the ball. In order to possess the ball, we have to use the space. It's going to be a much bigger field, and so we have to use that space. Okay? One of the biggest things that we can do is make sure that we're connecting passes and we're patient. Okay? We're not going to be able to make 60, 70-yard runs and have enough energy to be able to be okay. It's not like 7v7. It's not like 9v9. 11v11 is a tactical game where you have to, especially at our age, us being the youngest age group, we're so small compared to the field. We have to take our time and be smart and use our energy wisely as we're moving up the field. So the black is the ball, okay? On certain situations, hang on.
Do you want to pause and do another video?
No, I want to do the full video. On certain situations, we have to make sure that outside backs here, you guys are wide. The minute this ball gets played out to this outside defender, we have to slide over. I don't want to see this guy over here with this much gap. We have to shift completely and make sure that we're being an option for everybody. Same thing with the forward here. A lot of times our forwards tend to stay directly in the middle of the field. Shift over. Okay, if this situation is here, this outside mid has an opportunity, the opposite of the ball, opposite side, has an opportunity to become another offensive or attacking player for us. So let me give you an example. This ball gets played from the right defender over to the center mid, okay? Now let's say either Brian or Grant, whoever the center mid may be, sees the fact that their entire defense, here I'm going to play it out to where this is their team, okay? This is their team, running around here. Okay, we got a little bit of pressure, a couple defenders. I'm going to move these guys around. Say they got some mids here, okay? A little bit of pressure on the ball here, pressure on the ball here. Maybe they've shifted over. And now, based off of this, if we have an opportunity to how they're setting up, if we have the ball here, or say he's pressuring this guy instead, let's kind of match him up a little bit. That'll be a little bit better. instead of staying on this side, we look for that quick outlet on the other side. Okay, and we've talked about it in 9v9, and that's very important. That switch to the opposite end creates a whole bunch of space. If you look at the field, if you break it down into halves and then into fours, this space is all on the opposite end. There's so many players here between our team and their team that we have to use the space wisely. And then the minute the ball gets played over, we have to start switching, okay? Transition play and transitioning from one side to the other side is extremely, extremely important for how we want to play in 11v11, okay? Sorry, my magnet dropped. You guys have to make sure that when we have the ball, we are always there to support. I don't want to see anybody by themselves that far away without having any kind of support. It's a big area. Get in there, support, take your time. We don't always have to go forward with the ball. Slow it down, possess it across the midfield. If we have nothing to go for here, switch it back to the defense. We'll play it around the defense a while. The more we stretch them out, the more space is created. The more space is created all over the field, okay? Make sure that you guys are being smart and patient on how we want to play. Aggressive, good in the air. We have to complete our passes, okay? We've talked about it so many years now. Passing straight to our teammates. Don't just try to play a through ball. Pass it directly to feet. Weight your passes correctly. Hold up the ball and slow down the play, okay? We'll speed it up on when we want. It's important that we control the speed of play, okay? That means if we want to go slow and just possess it around a little bit, that's fine. Maybe we possess it around a little bit, there's a huge gap, and then next thing you know, we want to play a quick one, and now we've got numbers to move forward. That's fine. That's up to us. But we're able to do that because we have kept possession of the ball, okay? Key thing there, possession. We've got to do a good job of the forwards making sure that they're pressing up high, okay? If the ball's over here with their defense, we're not just sitting back and doing nothing. Same as 9v9. I know, Lars, when you watch this video, you'll have a good indication or you'll know what I'm talking about because Lars scored that one goal that we had because he continued to pressure their defense. And then after he won the ball up here, he had a lot easier job to then go directly into goal because there's less space to take up. You guys have to make sure that we're pressing here if we can, and we're up as a team as well. Make sure that we're pressing up as a team. Okay, I don't want to see us sitting back 75 yards behind the play. Okay, two center backs are always a little bit further back behind the two outside defenders in worst case scenarios. But if we can, try to get it lined up. I don't really like a straight line because it allows a lot of room for mistakes. I would much rather have us a little bit further back, okay? A little bit further back, especially when the ball's in the air. So that way we make sure we win it and we have a little bit of cover for ourselves. Now, if we're trying to play an offsides trap, we get up and make sure that we let little Johnny over here, who's 20 yards behind our defense, offside. I don't want to see this where this player keeps him on. The two center backs control the line. So if these two say get up, I don't want to see any of our defenders behind them, period. Okay? If our defenders have the ball, let's say we're in possession, and we've got a lot of pressure coming onto us, remember, defenders, center defenders, space, okay? Time and space is created by going backwards. So you drop deeper towards our goal, and now it gives you time to be able to receive this pass easily, and then maybe pass it there, and then pass it over without being on top of a bunch of pressure. What I mean by that is this, okay? Say they've got these players here. If our center defenders don't drop to help out this outside back, and we just play it here, look how much pressure we're under. Okay? We're right on top of the pressure. The pressure is right on top of us. So that gives us no time to be able to play the ball, which gives us mistakes. Now, if he has the ball here and I drop back, now look how much space we've got and time that we've got before these guys come and pressure us. By the time they come and pressure us, we can find a pass to beat them and take them out of the play. Okay? Once they start pressuring here, we move it again. They pressure here, we move it again. They pressure there, we move it again, and so on and so forth. And we're finding the space and finding the gaps to be able to help us get and break down their defense. Super important. I want to stick with this formation this first time around because it's heavy on the midfield side of things and it gives us a good balance in the back. Because I think our main thing is to be able to defend well. And then I think we're a technical enough team that if we take our time and we find our opportunities, we'll be able to score goals. Okay, remember, you're going to be playing against kids your own age. And so it's important for us to understand that and come out with a level of confidence and aggression that we need. You have to use the level of aggression and more that you would use against the 06s against your own age, and then that will be an advantage for you, okay? You guys will be much more physical than the other teams, and that will help us out in the long run. Fitness-wise, everybody's getting back. So if you're at home right now, I'm putting it on you and your parents to go outside and run. If you have nothing to do, if you have, say you have a lot of stuff to do, take 30 or 40 minutes away from your game playing and go run outside. Get in shape. I'm depending on you guys to get in shape on your own. It's something that you don't need a team to be able to go outside and run, okay? You and your parents, you and your dad, you and your mom, go outside, go for a 30 or 40 minute run each day for the next couple of days, and that will allow us to help. Do some sprints at home. That will allow us to work on our fitness. Get some touches in on the ball, you and your parents. I sent some drills in terms of stuff that we could do, and also sent some videos about kind of formation and structure and how we want to play. Main thing is hopefully we'll be able to have a practice on Wednesday where it's going to be a tactical practice. We're going to be going over more of this stuff in person that will help out on the field. And also hopefully be able to try to see if we can get some form of a scrimmage in. Okay? I think that's helpful because the only way you're going to really get used to this is by playing. Okay, we've had a handful of scrimmages, 11v11. We had it against the 06s. We had it against Matt's 08s. Now we have to continue to be able to play it. We've got a decent amount of games in us at 11v11, so I think it'll help out. Be sure, parents, you guys communicate with your kids about positioning, importance of doing the work, importance of not just watching these videos, but getting outside and working, okay? Be able to come out confident. There's no difference between playing at this level and a 9v9 and 7v7 or 4v4. It takes confidence to play this game. You should have the confidence in you and in your teammates that they'll be there to support you and have your back when things might go wrong, okay? And that's the key thing. We always want to cover for each other, okay? Make sure when we lose that ball, everybody's dropping back and trying to put pressure on the ball to try to win it, okay? That's it for right now. I'm going to try to see if I can make one more video later in the evening and send that as well. But I want to first see that everybody gets this and starts going over this for the next couple hours. From there, we'll look to add one, maybe two more over this week to try to continue to go over things. I don't want to go over all at once because it's going to go through one ear and out the other. Okay, I know you guys well enough. Anyways, I appreciate it. Parents, please make sure that you guys get on this. If you have any questions, let me know. This is mandatory that all the players watch this video and go over these tactics. Okay? This is important. I don't want anybody not knowing what's going on. Thank you.